Welcome to the oil burner from hell. This video is not going to really be relevant to you unless you have a wood stove and you service your own vehicle and you have engine oil to get rid of. So this is what I had. I had engine oil to get rid of. How can I get rid of it? I can travel quite a fair way to a place where I have to pay to get rid of it, but I thought to myself, what is the chance of burning it in my wood stove? So I decided to make up this little gadget here. Incidentally, I looked at YouTube to find out if anybody else had done anything like this, and yeah, they've made oil burners where they have the tank of oil going into a burner which is using the oil. Fair enough, that's great. They use them in their sheds for heating, but we don't get temperatures that low that I need to have heating in my shed. So basically, I decided to try this little gadget I made up here to see if I could burn the engine oil in the fireplace, and it works bloody well. So this, I didn't know if it was going to work well to start with. I didn't even know if the bloody thing wasn't going to explode. So if you do this, it's you do it under your own risk. You know, because I mean, this is not engineeringly or thermatically, if that's a word, calculated, but it's just what I thought might work, and for me it is working. So it's basically a bit of 75 diameter pipe. Obviously the wall has to be about 3 mil. You don't really want to have a thin mil pipe because otherwise it will explode. 25 millimeter water pipe coming out with a screwed cap. Now the screwed cap I've got here, there's about 7 mil holes in the top of that cap. There's 2, 4, 6, 7 mil holes, a couple on the side, just to make sure there's no build up of pressure inside the unit. Drilled a series of holes around there so I could nest this. I actually ground the pipe out too, so it nested on this pipe, welded around there, and then blocked off the ends. I didn't have a piece of plate big enough, so that's 2 pieces of plate welded across there. If you're interested in doing this, I'm sure you can get bits and pieces from a scrap metal yard to do it with. Make sure, as I said, it's at least 3 millimeter pipe thickness, so nothing does happen to it. This actually gets red hot, and yeah, it burns the oil. But there's another benefit to this I didn't realise that would happen. So this oil burner here, it's not at the moment filled with oil, but that goes at the back there. Now what happens when I'm normally lighting a fire before a wood fire, you start, I've got some fire lighters, and I start with twigs, and you've got to get bigger wood, and sometimes wood gets too big and it doesn't light. You've got to start the whole bloody thing again. With this, because it's got the oil in that container, it seems to make the whole fireplace with the oil vapour, makes the wood more volatile, and there's a roaring fire in there within minutes, just a few minutes. Pardon me, you've got a damn roaring fire in there, and then you just put some big logs on and that lasts all night. So I'm saving on wood as well, because the heat that's generated in there, I can put big logs on there and they just burn out, and the thing lasts all night. Normally I've got to go through the whole one of these bins and then start getting wood from outside, but I'm using I suppose at least three quarters of the amount of wood I used to use, because of the heat generated by the oil burner. So there you go. If you do service your own vehicle, you've got a wood stove, you've got oil to get rid of. That's just a simple way of burning the oil. And incidentally, I've checked the stack out there, checked the top of the flue. There's no black smoke or anything coming out. When it first starts, gets a little bit of smoky stuff in there, but all of a sudden it just clears out because of the heat in there. There's just virtually 100% bloody combustion. The heat generated is phenomenal. It heats the room a lot better, gets rid of my oil, and it works really well. So yeah, get into it, make one for yourself, but at your own risk, of course. So next time we get a fantastic idea, I'll get back to you.